Welcome everyone to the Window into Bridgewell celebration. I'm Katie Thompson. It's my pleasure to be with you virtually since we're not able to be together in person this evening as originally planned. But by hosting this event online, even more people are able to join us, so welcome. Today, we gather to celebrate and support Bridgewell's mission and its community. Bridgewell strengthens communities by providing an unmatched range of social and human services. Bridgewell inspires hope and empowers people experiencing life challenges to achieve their fullest potential. We're going to see and hear more about Bridgewell's mission in action throughout this program. Like many organizations, Bridgewell has been significantly impacted financially by the global pandemic. As we celebrate Bridgewell and the wonderful stories we're about to hear, I hope you will participate in the event's online auction, fund a need, or make a tax-deductible donation. Details on how to do that are at the bottom of the screen. Without any further ado, I'd like to introduce President and CEO Christopher Tuttle. Chris.
Thanks, Katie. Thank you for joining us tonight and being part of the Bridgewell community. Tonight was supposed to be our Imagine the Possibilities Gala at the Fairmont Copley Plaza. Tonight's event was scheduled in March, but due to the COVID pandemic and the way it's impacted all of our lives, we had decisions that we needed to make. We still wanted to gather everybody to celebrate, come together as a community, and enjoy each other's company. We quickly realized that an in-person gala was something that just couldn't take place. But we wanted to stay in touch. We've named tonight's gala Windows into Bridgewell. Windows into Bridgewell means that we are opening up so you can see what we're doing day in and day out. This is a celebration of Bridgewell and all the work that staff and individuals have done over this past year. We're showing how we are managing through these unprecedented times. We're also showing how we're changing. Because of COVID-19 and because of the worldwide pandemic, our programs and residentials were impacted significantly. For the last 3.5 months, families haven't had the opportunity to visit their loved ones in our residential programs. It's only been up until recently that on-site visitations can now take place. On March 16th, our day programs closed. We have 6 day programs, all shuttered on that day. What has been remarkable is that though our day programs have closed, day programming continues. Our staff from our day programs were redeployed to our residentials and have continued to provide activity and structure to all the individuals in our programs. On top of that, our clinics closed. And in a matter of days, our clinic staff pivoted from on-site clinic activities to telehealth. We continue to see everybody that goes to our clinics, and we continue to provide needed services during this time. We've also seen the best in our staff, and the creativity has come out in ways that we just couldn't imagine. Our staff are doing virtual brunch dates with families. There's camping in the living room of our residences. There's Zoom meetings going on morning, noon, and night. We have virtual music therapy. We have mask making, arts and crafts, and a whole lot more. During this time, we decided to start a social media campaign called Windows into Bridgewell. If you go on our website or look at our Facebook page, you'll see countless stories of how our staff and the community have come together and spent the last 3.5 months. It is one of the reasons we renamed our fundraiser tonight, Windows into Bridgewell. It is a time again for us to come together as a community, to support each other, and to celebrate Bridgewell. Tonight's fundraiser is Bridgewell's biggest. We do need your help. I hope you'll be moved to participate in these festivities, whether it be the Fund a Need or the online auction. I hope our stories inspire you to give. And at the bottom of the screen, you'll see instructions on where to go to participate. It is our goal tonight through our Fund a Need auction that we're able to raise $75,000. If we hit that mark, we have an anonymous donor who will add $15,000 to that. So I'm asking you, please reach down, please make a contribution. Now I'm proud to introduce our first window into Bridgewell. This is Barbara's story.
I went to the program on Johnson Street, and I was very broken. I was very lost. I didn't know what to do. All I wanted was to have a better life for me and my kids. And they helped me through that process.
The women that come to us from Johnson Street have pretty chronic histories of substance use. What we're doing is helping them to meet the goals, whether it's reunification with their children, whether it's learning to live independently. Individuals who come in for residential treatment are usually in that program for 4 to 6 months, but we provide outpatient counseling for them during the time that they're in residential treatment and after.
So we want to help and support her.
The women who come to our program are at the bottom of their luck. They are court mandated, they're on a bracelet, they're coming from drug court, they are coming from jail, this is their last hope, this is their last opportunity.
Joanna never judged me. When I wanted to give up, she wouldn't let me. She's seen something in me that I haven't seen in myself just yet.
How was school today? Good. That's awesome.
She supported me through going to court to get my children back. She supported me through the grief of my husband's death. She supported me through the shame that I had of not being a good mom. She supported me through everything.
Barbara doesn't really have anyone to help her, so I borrowed my husband's truck and I helped her move her stuff into her apartment. Barbara's working at Dunkin' Donuts. She works full-time at Dunkin' Donuts. While working at Dunkin' Donuts, she got Employee of the Month, which she was extremely proud of. While she was living at the program, she saved all her tips, and she was able to pay her entire deposit on her apartment through her tip money.
I've been sober for almost 2 years. I'm very happy and very proud of myself for that. Yes.
It's really about helping them to identify what their goals are. It's not up to us to identify those goals. They have to own their treatment, they have to own their sobriety, they have to own what they work on, and the only way to do that is to let them define what their goals are, and then we support them in that process.
All I wanted was my children. I just wanted to be their mom that they never had, and I just really worked really hard to get that because I had a lot of loss, and I got them back. They're home. Sorry, I get emotional. They're home.
They just want vaccines. I already do it.
Just like seeing them in the morning, wake up and getting ready for school. I took it for granted, I really did, and I don't take it for granted anymore. I love them so much. It's the little things, it really is the little things. Watch them sleep, watch them grow into the beautiful women that they're gonna become. It's just an amazing feeling, it really is. And I can't wait to see what the future holds.
We filmed Barbara's story before COVID-19 struck. Barbara's story is inspiring and shows the true grit of the women in recovery and the staff at Bridgewell. I want to take a moment now and talk about Fund a Need. Now, Fund a Need in the past, we've asked for smart boards, we've asked for activities for individuals, for horseback riding, and for music therapy. But this is not a normal year. This year is different, as all of us know, and our Fund a Need takes on a different tone this year. COVID-19 has impacted us at Bridgewell in many different ways. Currently, one of the biggest impacts that we're facing right now is fiscally. We are experiencing $1 million deficit in expenses we didn't budget for due to COVID-19. We've increased staff salaries during this time. We've increased cleaning in our programs. We are spending close to $400,000 on PPEs. All these expenses don't go away at the end of June. And we've narrowed our focus this year on our Fund a Need, specifically to COVID-19. We need your help tonight. So I'm hoping you will look at the packages that are part of this online auction and Fund a Need and make a donation. And just a reminder, if you help us reach our goal of $75,000, we have a generous anonymous donor who will also add $15,000 to that total. So please, dig deep, help us reach the goal of $75,000 so we can also get that additional $15,000. And so the Fund of Need stays open till June 26th at 4 p.m. The first level is cleaning at $2,500. For every COVID-positive home we have, we do a deep cleaning, and that deep cleaning costs $2,500. So please take a moment and consider contributing to the cleaning level. Our next level is participating virtually, and that's at $1,000. Because of COVID-19, families and friends haven't had the ability to celebrate and come see their loved ones in our program, so everything's being done virtually. While some homes have iPads from previous galas, we need a lot more. At a $1,000 contribution, that will provide 2 iPads for 2 residential homes, which will increase Zoom calls, FaceTime, and more interactive connection to our individuals and their loved ones. The next level is Heroes Work Here for $500. Our staff are our greatest resources. They're key to fulfilling the Bridgewell mission. Of a gift of $500, it provides an expression of appreciation and care packages that we're able to send to program staff. At the $250 level, that's our personal protective equipment. We continue to need PPEs, we need gowns, we need masks, we need gloves. At $250, we are able to buy PPEs for staff in 2 homes for 1 week. Our next level is staying connected at $125. Social distancing is our new norm. Help our people in our services stay connected. $125 buys 2 web cameras. Our next level is togetherness, and that's at $25. We know these are tough times for everyone. Please show that you stand with us in supporting all members of our collective community. With a gift of $25, we're all in this together. Thank you for your generosity and support. Without all of you, Bridgewell can't do what we do. We appreciate everything that you have given us, and we appreciate your continued support as we move through these uncharted times. And now, I want to share the next window into Bridgewell. This is Tashima's story.
I met Tashima in March of 2016. She had completed the Johnson Street residential program. And I did 6 months there, and then I went on to their further housing, their sober house, which kind of like laid the foundation for me to start being independent and start taking responsibility for my own recovery.
Bridgewell's philosophy is to meet every individual that we serve, whether it's in housing or any of our services, where they're at. And by that, I mean, we look at what the individual needs and then identify how best to support them. It's important to understand how they became homeless and what they need to be successful.
I've been living here for 3 years. I've experienced homelessness in the past, and it's really, really nice to have a place to come back to. One of the things that we assist the women with at Rogers Ave is learning everyday skills that you or I take for granted, such as budgeting, grocery shopping, household skills, how to make your bed, those sorts of things. She works full-time, she's moved into our permanent housing. She's made some great successes in her life. I'd actually learned that Bridgewell was giving assistance to people to go back to school, but I thought, I can't do that. There's no way I can work and go to school at the same time. And I was lucky enough that my case manager brought it to my attention and said, Tashima, you should do this. You can do this. And Tashima filled out the application, provided the documents that she needed, and was awarded money to take an online course in veterinary science, which then allowed her to move up in her job, which increased her salary and increased her self-esteem. I had no previous knowledge of anything in the veterinary field, but Bridgewell actually paid for a class for me to go to a vet tech assisting school online, and I was able to do that while still working, which is really cool. I don't own a laptop, so I took the entire course on my phone instead of using a computer. You can do anything from a phone these days. It's like having your own personal computer.
So teaching individuals how to really recognize their strengths is really what I'm going to say is the key component to what we do at Bridgewell, and bring people back into the community in a way that they feel proud and successful.
I would like to go into veterinary practice management. I'd like to be the one who helps make those decisions as to how the hospital is going to be run. In the future, I see myself flourishing, and I don't know what that means yet. I know it means living independently and living a transparent life and kind of just like living in my truth and staying in recovery and just trying to be better tomorrow than I was yesterday.
Tashima's story is remarkable and inspiring. Tashima has been a recipient of past gala funded needs, where scholarships were awarded to her to pursue her dream of being a veterinarian assistant.
Hello, and welcome to Window into Bridgewell Celebration Gala for 2020. My name is Bob Hallett, and it is my honor to serve as the chair of Bridgewell's Board of Directors. I should begin by saying that my first introduction to Bridgewell was the Imagine the Possibilities Gala, and I was so impressed by the sense of community in that room and throughout the organization that I felt compelled to be an active part of it. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. I don't need to remind you how much our lives have been changed over the past few months. The toll that COVID-19 has taken on our families and communities has been nothing less than tragic. I'm sure many of you have been directly affected by the virus, whether health-wise or by the economic fallout that has come with it. The recent protests and civil unrest have only added more for us to be upset and concerned. We are all struggling with the uncertainties and fears that seem to be unrelenting with no clear end in sight. Our daily routines have been so disrupted as we are all trying to adjust to this new normal. There is no guidebook for how to manage the situation we are in. That's why it's so important for all of us to be patient during this pandemic and have trust that we will get through this and see better days. It should come as no surprise that Bridgewell has felt more than its fair share of impact from this pandemic. Thankfully, relatively few of the Bridgewell staff and clients have become ill themselves, despite the fact that so many of them have been in environments where the risk of exposure is pretty high. It is a testament to the care and dedication of these staff and the support of families and caregivers that have helped us weather this storm as well as we have. And the efforts of the Bridgewell management team, under the strong leadership of Chris Tuttle, our CEO, deserve special recognition as well. It's been gratifying to see how much our community has demonstrated its deep commitment and support of Bridgewell and the people it serves over the last 3 months. Politicians, community leaders, parents, guardians, and Bridgewell staff, and the people in its services have all stepped up and done their part. Local politicians have donated and hand-delivered masks to our programs. Aline Candles in Milford, New Hampshire created and donated 1,000 face shields. Kettle Cuisine in Lynn donated over 300 cases of soup and stew. Ocean State Job Lot donated materials so that residents of a Bridgewell home could make masks and donate them in their local community. Numerous foundations have funded special grants to help us respond to the significant financial impact the pandemic has created. Our donors responded to our calls for contributions this spring, and families donated care packages and special dinners to staff and residents. These are just a few of the countless examples of how the Bridgewell community has stepped up during this health crisis for each other and the communities they live in. Over the next couple of hours, you all will have the opportunity to demonstrate your appreciation and support of Bridgewell and its services by making a donation to this fundraiser. Your participation in this event is so important this year. I hope we can count on you one more time to support tonight's activities. Finally, on behalf of the Board of Directors, I thank each and every one of you for your commitment and dedication to Bridgewell. All of us in the Bridgewell community are so grateful for your generous support and willingness to help. So now I'll turn things back over to Chris, who's been dutifully washing his hands. Chris.
Earlier today, we pulled the Experience of a Lifetime raffle winner.
And the winner is John Gilberg, going to Jamaica. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And I'd like to take a minute now to thank a few people. First, I'd like to thank Bridgewell's Board of Directors. They are a group of people who are committed to Bridgewell and its mission. They work tirelessly to make sure that our mission is successful and that Bridgewell has what it needs to move forward in the future. I'd like to take a moment and thank our staff. Our staff have worked heroically over the last several months and have shown the best in humanity. They are the heartbeat of this organization, and we would not be able to do what we do without their dedication and care. I'd also like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Our sponsors are important. We could not put on this event without them. They've been with us all along, despite the changes we've had to make. Our lead sponsors are Citizens Bank, AA Maintenance Solutions, Davco Security Systems, Fisher & George Electrical, Lancelot Janitorial and Paper Products, Long-Term Pharmacy Solutions, McDonald & Vaccaro Insurance Agency, and Vidavi Technologies. I'd also like to thank one anonymous donor.
Hello, my name is Amanda Rogers, and I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Innovation at Merchants Fleet. We are honored to support Bridgewell in its mission of connecting people with possibilities. The support Bridgewell has provided to our communities through this pandemic is heroic, and Merchants is proud to be supporting these efforts. We wish you the best, be safe, and stay well.
Hi, and welcome to Window into Bridgewell. I'm Amy Friel with Vidavi Technologies. Vidavi provides business technology solutions to government, education, nonprofit organization, and private companies throughout New England. Vidavi has been Bridgewell's technology partner for the past 6 years, and we provide them with their managed services for the organization's technology infrastructure, as well as the help desk support for the Bridgewell staff. Vidavi has been a sponsor and participant with the Bridgewell Gala for the past 6 years since we've been a partner. And while we're sad the event's not going to be held this year, we are excited and looking forward to this virtual event this evening and getting into all of the homes that we might not have gotten into had the gala taken place. So this is a great opportunity for more people to learn about Bridgewell, the amazing things that they do, and just what opportunities are out there for families in need. Services that Bridgewell provides to the individuals and their families is life-changing. They provide opportunities and dreams to many that may have thought they had no way out or no way to survive. They give adults with intellectual disabilities dreams and the freedom to live an independent life. I'm so happy you've tuned into this virtual event to see and hear the many stories and accomplishment that Bridgewell is responsible for. I've only mentioned a fraction of what they do. Enjoy learning more about Bridgewell. I hope you'll consider donating and participating in the auction. It's an incredible organization and they truly need all of our help. Thanks so much. Amy Friel with Vidavi Technologies.
Hello, my name is Steve Jeffroy. I'm the President and CEO of Long-Term Pharmacy Solutions, and along with my staff and management, would like to thank Bridgewell for all the things they do for all the people they serve in 23 communities in Eastern Massachusetts, particularly during this very difficult time. In the Merrimack Valley alone, Bridgewell supports several residential group homes, a day program, and a behavioral health clinic for adults and children. Along with that, Bridgewell supports homeless services, recovery programs, and employment supports for adults with autism. I'm very proud of the 15-year relationship and partnership that we have had with Bridgewell, and look forward to our continued support and partnership with Bridgewell in the future. Thank you.
I'd also like to thank the Gala Planning Committee. When you all volunteered several months ago, this is not the event you thought you would be putting together, but we are very privileged to have you as a committee and to help us in tonight's special celebration. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed this event as much as we enjoyed putting it on. I hope you enjoyed the opportunity to see what we've been doing at Bridgewell for the past year and especially the past couple months. I also want to thank you for the donations that you've made. I want to thank everybody for their ongoing support to Bridgewell. And if you're new to Bridgewell, if this is your first introduction to us, please remember us, support us, and talk about us. And just a reminder that the online auction and Fund a Need are open until 4 p.m. Friday, June 26th. I want to thank everybody who's donated tonight. I want to thank everybody for their ongoing support. I wish you all well, and I wish your families well. We will all get through this together, and I am looking forward to seeing everybody next year. Thank you very much. Closing out tonight's program are the Bridgewell Bulldogs, our first Special Olympics basketball team in 15 years. I'm proud and happy to say they took home the gold medal at this year's games.
We are the coaches for the Bridgewell Bulldogs.
I'm a Bulldog.
Go Bulldogs!
I'm an athlete, my brother an athlete too. There's 15 people on our team. I have fun with the other players.
Come on, dogs, go! Go, dogs, go!
Yep, go, Carlos.
I just can't do.
What was the opening over here?
Eric, you want to cover top?
Shoot!
Let's shoot. Uh-oh. All right.
Shoot two, Bulldogs, shoot two! Go!
Nice job. Great.
Bridgewell!
All over the pattern.
At the end of the day, as long as everyone's having fun, that's all that matters.